It's not going to be a sweep, but we have a chance at delicious elimination. We can serve it cold on a platter to the Dallas Stars. Elimination faces them, and they're not the only team facing elimination. The LA Kings are facing elimination to the San Jose Sharks. It's an even series between Buffalo and Montreal, but also Carolina facing elimination against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So there's a preview of what could be your Western Conference and your Eastern Conference finals. That's what's on the line for us, a trip to the conference final. I'll tell you what, I am thunderstruck for some elimination hockey, because we have a chance to send the Dallas Stars packing. And Vern Fiddler, you may be no more by the end of the night. You may be no more. You may matter absolutely zilch, nothing. By the time all is said and done, Pecorine, you got to be on your best stuff. Because I can't guarantee that we're going to play a perfect game defensively in front of you, but we're going to try. David Legwand opposed by Jamie Benn on the faceoff, and Benn with the tie-up allows the Stars to win the opening draw in this exciting and interesting tilt in Game 5 against the Dallas Stars. The series comes back to Nashville. David Legwand with the touch of the puck. This guy has scored in every single game in this series. A nice little try on the backhander to get us started. Let's try and get creative with it. Roll it out. I'm going to get to space. Down low. Well, Legwand was a little slow to get down there. That's fine. That's a nice body check. Beautiful stuff. Down low is a support from Bork. And I would love to get David Legwand plenty of... Oh, we've overskated. Why did we overskate the puck? That's fine. No, it's not fine. I would love to get David Legwand some beautiful touches on the puck in this game. Get on that point guy. Get it out. Blum, get it out. Oh, God, Blum. Oh, no. And here we go. Yep, Dallas has a game plan, and they're sticking to it. Clear the net, Blum. Even after the whistle. They got to learn they cannot stand right there in the goal crease. Now, I'm not going to deliberately just try to get David Legwand a goal because he has scored in every game in this series. That would be nice, just to continue that trend. But it's just whoever shows up in this game, really. I just need people to find ways to score goals. We need to find ways to get offense any way we can get it. That's a nice jam attempt. Oh, both of them fell. Both of them collide with each other. I tell you, this has been a great series from a physical standpoint for both teams. They've gone right at it at us. Unfortunately, we've lost a couple of guys to injury in this series. Hornquist and Shea Weber both gone to injury from this one series alone. And Vern Fiddler also is the guy that injured Shea Weber. I had a look at that. That's tough. Now, don't go getting injured Ryan Ellis. He's lost his stick. Now, so we got to buy some time for him so we can get a new twig. And we'll just try to dance to the outside. Windmill attempt successful. What? I've never seen that deke before in my life. I know he didn't pull that off, but that was pretty slick. I didn't even know I could do that. Saucer pass out of the zone. It's going to be well short of icing. That's fine. We can put Trevor Daley under duress, who was a defensive liability, to say the least, in the last game for the Dallas Stars. And we knotted 6 on Kari Lehtinen in the last game. I'm not saying that's going to be the case tonight. Oh, what an inside move. We stuff it on Kari Lehtinen. Already tried to get the puck in there. They are stretching the ice already. As you can tell, the Dallas Stars are trying to spring their offense into action. We're trying to prevent them from doing that. That vacant stick on the ice might help us out. It might negate a chance for us. Oh, no. No, Eric Hall. Whew. And he been shifty and dangerous in this series. We're going to bank that out to center and force Trevor Daley to maybe make a mistake with it. He is under great pressure in the neutral zone. This game is flying already. David Legwand with a dangerous deke in the D zone. From a guy that's played a 200-foot game, got to be a little more responsible than he has here. Oh, the stick! The broken stick does come back to bite us a little bit there. I tried to protect the puck to the outside with Gabriel Bork, and the stick did get in the way. We're just rimming it around. Oh, that's dangerous. Bork cannot be getting injured. We're going to go on the power play. Oh, that might be genius. Skate. Oh, don't take a penalty, though. I poked it further along with Bork. Now, that rim around play put Bork in a very vulnerable spot. And the penalty comes in front of the net. Eric Cole going a little too far. Putting a little bit of extra. Putting a few extra shoves on. And we'll get the game's first power play. Now, that has been our actual bread and butter in this series. The power play has been the thing that's, for the whole playoffs, really. Oh, Bork! Yeah! This is the thing keeping us alive in the playoffs, is the power play. The thing that was somewhat of a detriment to us in the regular season has been on fire. And speaking of Gabriel Bork, this guy doused himself in gasoline and lit a match in this series and in this whole entire postseason. He's been performing since the opening series of the playoffs. He goes bar down over Lettinen. He is a man who can't be stopped. Try as you might. You cannot stop Gabriel Bork. And he's going to will us to the conference final. Maybe a Stanley Cup final. I didn't expect that play to happen. Back to the point. We're going to fake. Try to spin away to the inside. Oh, good play. Heads up play by the Dallas player. It's so tough because your guy does not get moving on the point. He just doesn't move. Outlet pass. We're stretching the ice as well, but it doesn't work for us either. Dallas on top of our stretch passes. Ryan Ellis already taking a few big body checks. We're going to go behind. That's a better play behind the net than it would be in front of the net. But still, nice hit by Ellis. He's going playing the physical game for the Nashville Predators in front. We've dragged our defenseman way too high in the zone. Forwards have got to get their rebound. Thank you, Gaustad. We're going to bank this out to center because we don't need to put ourselves in a bad spot for a bad body check. Oh, that's fine. That gets it in deeper. And thrown out to center by Kari Lettinen. So we're looking for a teammate to pass to. Craig Smith is awaiting in the neutral zone. That's so tough because, again, no speed. This puck's just got to get in deep. Got to make smart plays with it. We're set to dump and chase. Why wouldn't we do that, right? Oh, tough because it does go back to center. Blum. Blum. Just trying to make sure you guys are awake for this game. How can you not be? It's a playoff game. It's elimination central for the Dallas Stars right now. Now, we can afford to lose this game if we just, for whatever reason, we don't play our best. We drop this one. We can afford it because we'll have 3 stabs at defeating the Dallas Stars in this series. We'll have 3 chances at it. But, you know, I don't want it to take all 3 chances. And honestly, if we can end the series here, I prefer that. I prefer to end the series as soon as possible. How all of a sudden I can pull off windmill dekes? It was so difficult to do throughout the whole season, but I can do it now. It's kind of like our power play failing to score through the regular season. We'll just shoot it. There we go. Kostitsin shoots back against the grain, and there was plenty of net there, and he found it. I mean, you can count on that guy to find the back of the net. But so far, he hasn't. Not as much as you would expect. It's been Gabriel Bork in this playoffs. He's been scoring at the rate that I thought number 74 would. And I knew that with all the guys tied up in front, all we had to do was skate into the slot and then shoot back against the grain, like I said. Instead of going short side, shoot back far side. And it worked out. I figured it would. Feels a little bit cheesed because, I mean, the guys were so tied up in front of the net. There was no one there to defend Sergei Kostitsin. We got a back check Fisher. Blocked by the Dallas player. Fisher's helping out. Over to Blum. It was supposed to go to Yossi. Spaling is on, and we can cut back. Oh, wait. Handle. Shooting. Goes to Fisher. Why are you kneeling, Fisher? Just get the puck. It's right there. This is excellent forechecking pressure. We're going to keep it up. We're going to go right there. Right to our spot on the ice. Look at the F1 and the F2 forecheckers just doing work together. This is how you got to play against Dallas. I knew they would be a fierce opponent. We're going to... Oh! I was trying to flip that the other way down the ice, and that could have been delay of game. But I knew Dallas was going to be a fierce opponent. I knew they were not going to be an easy team to defeat. So we needed to have a specific game plan for the Stars, and has it ever worked out? That's onside. Oh, what a move. Backdoor. Morrison has bumped off the puck before we could even get it there, but that's fine. Great creativity here. Backhander thrown on in front. Blocked down. Lots of craziness going on in the slot. It's going to deflect back towards center and dumped in by the Stars. They're just trying to get out of the period right now. We're trying to get back on D and cover off a potential last-second shot. They're going to go back into their own zone, and they got lucky. Time ran out because Kostitsin was hunting that down. A fair play to our offense for finding the back of the net 2 times on 6 shots. One of those on the power play. And I've been stunned with what the power play has done. I've been stunned with what Gabriel Bork has done and David Legwand this postseason. Hopefully Kostitsin's not getting out-injured. I can't move the camera so I can't see if he's getting back in the play. Bork is on the ice right now, so that's got me a little concerned. Oh, that's a Legwand. So it looks like we've done a partial change. I'm hoping Kostitsin's healthy. I felt like he was getting slow. Getting up really slow on that. See, they don't even know where to go with it. There's nowhere to go with it. We're so good at playing them tight in the neutral zone. Goligoski on net. Oh, you thought I was going that way, didn't you? We could have hit Craig Smith in stride, but that's fine. Oh, get out of the way. Blum to Legwand, blocked down. It wasn't supposed to go to Legwand, but man, I would like to see him score a goal. Just because, you know, how irritating would that be if you're Dallas? You've let this guy score against you in every game in this series. Oh, the puck protection. I was about to say the skill. Sorry, there's no skill. That's on me. That part's on me. Someone go high in the zone. Go high up the boards. You guys are not stretching it out. Oh, David Legwand, a little too early on that deep, perhaps. Man, I've never seen Dallas so off their game. Unable to pass right now. That's going to miss Halischuk. They're going to try to cause an icing. There it is. Okay, that wasn't supposed to go to the point. We've got the puck back anyway. I need someone at the net front. There it is. The Ellis cranked on and held onto by Lettinen. Will we get an update on Kostitsin? Oh, it looks like we might. Okay, he's good. He's good. Don't worry. He's just holding his head. It might be a minor concussion, but you can play through it. Rub some dirt on it. Rub some dirt on your brain. Oh, God. Why are you guys standing in front of the net instead of going behind it? That's one of the things. That's why I don't cycle the puck as much. You just can't trust the AI to... oh, that's offside. You can't trust the AI to roll off of that and go down behind the net. There you go. There's your goal-scoring leader in the NHL in the playoffs. There it is. I mean, they're going at us so aggressively that wide stretch play is an easy option for us right now. It's very evident that we can stretch the ice because of the way Dallas is playing and the way they're forechecking. I mean, this is a completely different adaptation to the Dallas Stars game compared to the season finale that we played in Dallas, which, I mean, I can take that loss. If we can beat them in this series, I can handle a loss like that. It doesn't have any effect on me. Other than it does affect the stats a little bit by season's end in terms of goals against and save percentage and whatnot. We just looked like hot garbage in that game. But that's a game, like I said, we got to put that one out of our memory because we have a whole series to finish off. That's an easy goal for Cody Eakin. I don't even know where Rene was. He was in La La Land on that save. He made the initial stop, didn't he? But my goodness. He was way out of position. Why are you playing the net like that? Like, what is that? I've never seen a goalie in any situation, especially when the other team has men in the zone, they have possession, they have a shot generated on net, and you're going to come way out of your crease like that. So, that's on Rene, man. For me, that is a goal that is 100% on Rene. I know we didn't play that well defensively. Oh, Lettinen's got it. As it was skied in on a dump in. But yeah, you can't be giving up dumb goals like that in a series that honestly has been a pretty tight series. Yes, we dominated the last game, but not really until the very end of it. Or not the end of it, but until about halfway through. Dallas was still very much in that game, if I do remember correctly, right? They were in that game for quite a bit of it. They've been in this series for quite a bit of this series. Believe me, this game isn't over by a long shot. But I think we continue with the game plan that we have, the dump and chase. I think this is going to work out for us just fine. We'll be fine if we can retrieve the puck on the dump and chase. And they're missing passes everywhere. We can't hand anything to Dallas because they're missing these passes. They're missing these breakout plays. Our forecheck is good. I've got a lot of confidence in that part of our game. And we've got D that aren't pinching like maniacs out there. Good block. But it's not a helpful block if it stays in the zone. And it won't. Daly handles behind his own blue, or the attacking blue line. And I'm under pressure again. We're just going to saucer this right down the ice in stride to a waiting Matthew Halishuk. I was going to reverse with you, Forsberg, but you ran right into me. Back to the point. It's the only available option. Wrister through. Blocked, though. Oh, no. Blum. If anything, if you're going to fall around spastically on the ice like that, you at least need to prevent the puck from getting out. Oh, Halishuk. Spin around move. It got turnstiled a bit there. I like the way we're playing D. We're a little bit egregious with the deking right now, though, in the attacking zone. And that's, of course, that's on me. So we got to get a little more offense at what we have so far. And I just mean generate some chances. Don't hand it away on a stupid deke. I'm throwing that down low. Fisher falling on the ice. We got it through, though. Back to the point. That was supposed to go back to the point. But again, we got a guy laying on the ice that, after the body check, that prevented a breakout pass to happen. I was nervous about that poke check because I didn't know if that was going to be a tripping penalty or not. You never know in this game. Got to get help. Wide open to David Legwand. Now he's going to go 1-on-3. A windmill that worked. Whoa, what a cutback move. Shoot. Did that even go on net? I don't know. Across. Comiskey hammers the one-timer. I think Bork blocked a piece of that. And it goes in! It goes in! It goes in! Is that Gabriel Bork's goal? Oh my, Dallas. Wow. That Vern Fiddler. Vern Fiddler. Thank you very much. I'm pretty sure that is Bork's 10th goal of the playoffs. We haven't seen it because they can't. No, it's Comiskey's goal. We were so focused on Vern Fiddler, who scores on the correct net for the first time in this series. Thank you so much, man. He's the guy that injured Shea Weber, by the way. He's the guy, I didn't realize that, but he's the guy that put the hit on Shea Weber that knocked our captain out of the series. So it's only right that he may potentially, oh my, and they come right down and they get one right back. But he may potentially have just ended the Dallas Stars season. He very well could help end the Dallas Stars season with that mistake. But they got one right back. Dump, retrieval. Gill's there, but he's not fully there. Got to be right on the money to block that pass. We try to get a stick in the way. But, yeah, when the guy's wide open in the slot for a one-timer, what do you expect to happen? You think Rene's going to make a save on that? You saw how sloppy Rene looked on the first goal. That's a good play. Now, right back. Nope, but a good shot. Number 11 doesn't have a goal in this game yet. I thought that last one would be Gabriel Bork's goal, and it would have been the easiest goal he would have had in this whole postseason. He won't score an easier goal than that in the playoffs. From here to the end of it. Comiskey won't have an easier goal in this postseason than the one that he scored tonight. That was credited to Kyle Comiskey. Oh, Gill's having a mistake party out here on the ice tonight. Another one. This one not so costly this time. Now, if you drive wide, Craig Smith, I'll hit you on the back. Oh, it was there. It was Fisher that we actually hit with the pass. Spaling is battling with Daly. And I think the Stars are going to be content to just try and get out of the period. But they're not going to go down easy. There we go, Fisher. Yes, that's the right play. Just get it to the corner in the period. This has been a game that has been very tightly contested. Both in the D zone, but also in the neutral zone. There's not a lot of space in the neutral ice. Both teams are making mistakes. Through the neutral ice, I held my breath for a minute because I thought maybe. Good shot for a rebound. Now we're starting to shoot. There's not been a lot of space out here to get offense. Do you think Bork can get one from long range? No. That was a perfect shift to start the period. And just as I was discussing, there have been minimal chances offensively for both teams. And I'm just talking strictly in terms of shots on goal. There's not a lot of room out there to get shots on the net. That was a bad play by Ellis. We totally missed it with Ellis. But Hal Gill makes his best play of the game, defensively speaking. That was perfect. Oh, yeah, you thought. Oh, aired over the net, but that's fine. Back down low, we got the support in Craig Smith, but he went way too far away from that pass. I mean, both teams really have the middle of the rink closed off, especially us. We're doing a great job defensively. Oh, what a perfect pass. Craig Smith, hands are not your best option. Deking is not an option for him. Not in this game. This is a one-goal game, which is crazy to me, considering how sloppy and just off their game Dallas looks. I mean, feels like we should be just creaming these guys 10-1 right now. It really does. Well, that might be an exaggeration. We haven't had the offense to justify a 10-goal game. But we definitely have had the better chances, and we've looked a lot cleaner on offense than Dallas has. A lot more together. Get off that tie-up, Gostad. If he wasn't tied up, he could have got to the puck. Oh, rebound. As long as it's there and it's cleaned up, I probably shouldn't have gone behind the net, but that's fine. Stay on side. Rink-wide saucer pass. Well, it was supposed to be a rink-wide saucer pass. Good play. We'll just saucer it back to the corner. Get off the tie-up. They're going to get to it first. Oh, there we go. Piscula scores his first goal for the Nashville Predators. Maybe his first NHL goal. But he's an offensive defenseman. I told you he could shoot it, man. This guy came in as a call-up. Yeah, he's a call-up from the American League because of the injury to Shea Weber, so we had to call someone up. And he slides right into the lineup. Instead of going with Bartley, who I know we were familiar with Victor Bartley in the regular season. This guy was a better overall rating than Bartley, and I wanted to give him a look. So he's worked out. He has a goal. He's contributed to a goal in this game and now in this series. And I told you, we looked at him in the last game in Dallas, and I thought he looked pretty good. And he has a pretty good shot for whatever rating offensive-minded defenseman he is. He's like 70-something overall rating. And he's got a goal. Oh, yes, drive the net. Bork, nice try. He was even tied up. See, you can't even tie up Gabriel Bork right now. He's going to get a shot away no matter what. I continue to be stunned by this depth of this team and our ability to just not give up. And that happened in the regular season. Even with injuries to our, first and second line centers, respectively, we never gave up. And we had guys fill the void. We had guys step up and play those first and second line roles, including the man who has the puck right now, Nick Spaling. Fisher, the true center for this team, one of the true top 6 centers, almost had a chance on that wraparound. It's so good to have David Legwand back in the lineup, and I mean, and they stay in the game. They're just hanging around. This is the problem with Dallas. They just hang around, man. They're an irritating team to play against. And this is, again, another Pecorine rebound. Rebound dies out, doesn't it? Yeah, it just died out. It hit Ellis on the backside, and it died down right there in the goal crease, in front of the goal crease. And guess who's there to cash in? Wandell gets the Stars back within a goal, so maybe it is David Legwand time. Get him a goal now. See, we can't rest on our laurels. Nothing has been achieved yet in this series. We're going to dump this in hard around the boards because we've got a faster skating Sergei Kostitsyn to Legwand. Kostitsyn turnaround fire into the net. That's a little illegal to hit him that far after the puck went in the back of the net. A little frustration maybe from Robodaw. Injured, bruised up, not injured, bruised up or not. He's still finding the back of the net. So we've reclaimed our 2-goal advantage pretty easily, pretty quickly after giving up another goal to Dallas. Lennon has been somewhat of a mistake in the net for Dallas in this series. And Kostitsyn's with a 2-goal game now as well. Keep that in mind. This could be the first game in which David Legwand does not score for the Nashville Predators in this series. And it's been a beautiful welcoming back. Oh, did you think for a second we might be able to get one there? And again, we find 5 on the night. Rebounds. See, Rene is leaving these rebounds galore. This is what I don't like about Rene's game, is the unpredictability of his rebound control. He can make that first stop, but man, the question marks start popping up after that. And this is great zone time for Dallas, but they just keep running it around the world. I mean, because that's what's available. That's what we're giving them. I'll give you whatever you want behind the net, but you just don't get it in front of the net. Why are we vacating the front of the net, guys? Hal Gill went out there to shove somebody. There we go. Good support. The good breakout. Dump it in. We're protecting this lead late in the game. Dump and chase is the only thing we can do. Just keep getting it in deep into the corners. Make them work hard in the corners. Make them afraid to play you guys. Stars are running out of time. And this is their season. This is on the line now. That's poked away. Oh, I couldn't get it away from Daly. And he's just forced to send it back in. So another retrieval. No one get injured on any of these retrievals, dump and chase plays. Out to Clune. Clune waits for Morrison. Morrison wastes no time slapping it on net. Not a bad try. Puck's just got to get to the net. And pucks have just got to get in deep into the zone as well. That's the other thing. This was the move that I thought if we scored on that, that would have been a highlight reel goal. It wouldn't be the first one on the year for Halischuk. Because back in the regular season, he had a sweet dangle that led to a goal. I just don't remember who it was against. I'm thinking that by the end of this series, there probably will be an upload with a compilation of highlights of every goal from the Nashville season mode. Gabriel Bork trying to just spin away from body contact. That's all that was. Stars remain still in this game. Don't underestimate the Dallas Stars. Oh, just had to reach for Kostitsyn, but the Stars are offside. So is David Legwand at risk of not having a goal in every game in this series? I'm sorry if I swatted the mic there. There is a fly, well, flying in front of my face right now. It's very irritating. You're lucky I'm winning this game, buddy. I would pause this thing to go smack your face in. Just got to skate this. Could we see a David Legwand goal? Can I windmill? Well, that's not a windmill, but it's not needed. Short side. Nope, not going. That's okay. I would like to try to get him one, but I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to force it too much. Pucks are in deep for Dallas. Work on the retrieval. We just got to, so you got to stay up there. You have got to stay up there on the boards. I'm looking to get the puck out of the zone. You don't think. Blocked away. Smith in front. Legwand tried to deflect it. Trying to get the puck to David Legwand. He's got it at the point. Off the post! Oh. He goes after Wendell or Wandell or whatever his name is. Out to center. Morin is there. Stars empty net scenario. Centered out. Spaling. Boom! Bullseye. Series over. Go home, Dallas. Go home. I mean, we ended that in no time. That empty netter took absolutely no time, no effort. David Legwand won't score in this game. But unless something happens in the last, 30 seconds now? So unless something happens that is unforeseen, then he's probably not scoring in every game in this series. And he won't score in the game that eliminates the Dallas Stars. They're not coming back with 31.1 to go. They're not tying this game. Just got to dump it in, be clean about it. Dallas take a loss with some grace here. Take your series loss with some grace. You played a very, I'm going to give it up to Dallas. They played a very competitive series. The last 2 games in this series, not so much. And we're a banged up team. We're missing our captain. We're missing our best defenseman. And we have looked phenomenal in these last couple of games against the Stars. We've made a beautiful adjustment. That's the game right there. Celebration time in Nashville. Because we're going on to the Western Conference Final. Bask in it. Enjoy it, but the road is far from over. The job is far from done. It's only halfway done right now. In fact, only halfway there, and I imagine the opponents are only going to get tougher. Hats off to Dallas for a great series. They were very competitive in this series, even if it didn't seem like it. Some of these games were just really, really tough, especially Game 1. That comeback was insane. Ooh, LA has made a series of it. These teams have made a series of it. They have made a series out of it. Buffalo's out. Montreal goes on. San Jose is on, and that means we're playing the San Jose Sharks. Is it going to a Game 7? It's Game 7 between Carolina and Toronto. Game 7, what's happening? Oh my goodness! Carolina comes back to eliminate Toronto and forced a Game 7. They were trailing 3-1 in the series, and they came back to force Toronto out. We have to play the dreaded San Jose Sharks in round 3 for a trip to the Stanley Cup Final. Could you imagine a Carolina-Nashville final? That would be pretty exciting and entertaining, but the road is far from done. I think San Jose is going to be our toughest matchup by far. What was Dallas's record? Do we have Dallas's record in here? Yeah, they were 44-31-7, and they were a hard team to beat in the regular season. But you know what I think? I think San Jose, in many senses, was just as difficult to play against in the regular season, and their record shows that. We've got basically really the 2 best teams left standing in the West. That's the true case.